Hi, welcome to today's class. Today we'll be talking about another method of solving transportation model problem. We'll be discussing solving problems with the Vogel approximation method. Here is the question. In the previous video, we already deal with solving transportation model with least cost method and the northwest corner method. Now we'll be touching the Vogel approximation method. Like in our previous video, I've explained that we have the initial cost here. The cost here, we have the initial cost here. We have the demand and supply, and I mentioned the other time that transportation model is about transporting goods from one place to another at the minimum cost that is very possible. Now we have our question here. We have supply of 5,000, 7,500, and we have 5,500. We have demand. We have the 6,000, 7,000, and 5,500. Now the ABC row represent the package, and the PQR column represent the ABC column represent the what? The factory, and the PQR rows represent the warehouse. And all we want to do now is just to ensure that we transport goods from the warehouse or from the factory to the warehouse at the lowest cost as much as possible. Now for here we have this first cell here. We have to transport from factory A to warehouse B. Whereas we have 4 naira per unit. The same thing here from factory B to warehouse B. We have 5 naira per unit. So this is referred to as initial cost. Initial cost per unit of transporting goods. Now let's go into the solving properly. And we have our table. Now let's not forget. Vogel approximation method can also be called penalty method. Now here we input the initial cost for transporting the goods. Now this is the table before us. Like I explained in the previous video, the initial cost we place it in the table like this. At a corner of the cell, we place it here. We place it in the table. Then we start. Before we allocate, the first thing we have to do is we look for the difference between the two lowest number. Now, before we allocate this, we have to look for the difference between the two lowest initial cost in the rows and also in the column. What do I mean? The column of factory A, the two lowest initial cost here. We look for the difference. For example, like we have 4 and 2 is the lowest. So we subtract the highest one, we subtract 2 from this 4. 4 minus 2 equals 2. This attribute will do the same. 5. We have 5, 9, and 2. 5, 9, and 2. We have 5 and 2 here. So we have 5 minus 2 equals 3. Here also we have 5, 6, and 2. 5 and 2 is also the two lowest number. 5 minus 2 equals 3. We apply the same thing to the rows. 4, 5, and 5. We have 4 and 5 as the. So we sub 5 minus 4. 1. So the second row again, we have 6 9 and 6. The two numbers we have 6 and 6. They are the two lowest initial cost. So we do it like this: 6 minus 6 equals 0. We have 2 and 2 and 2. So we have to subtract it. But there is none of it that is higher. 2 minus 3 equals 0. Please take note of this. The first thing for us to do is that we look for the difference between the two lowest initial costs. After that, we now pick the rows or column that have the highest difference. After we look for the rows or column that have the highest difference, then we allocate first to the row or column that have the lowest initial cost. What do I mean? Now we have 2, 3 and 3. Here on the column we have 1, we have 0 and we have 0. The highest difference here is 3. Here we have the highest here 1, but the overall highest we have 3 and 3. Now we have 2 highest difference. What are we going to do in this situation? We allocate to the one that is the first column that comes first, and that will be this column. Are we together? Now we look at it. What is the lowest cost unit? The lowest cost unit here. We have 295. So we allocate to this one that has the lowest, which is we have 7,000 here. We have 5,500 naira, 5,500 units here. So we have supply. So we have to just supply what is available here. 5,500. 5,500. We have this settled. Then we have this 5,500 minus 7,000. We have 1,500 left. So when we allocate this, we cancel the rows and column. So we will just place this place is settled. The rows or column that has been settled, where we cannot allocate again, we cancel it, and we go further to allocate to other warehouse by opening another table. So we are done with. We have to move to another new table entirely. As you can all see that another table has been prepared here. We have to prepare it. This 1,500. This is here. The 6,000 that have not been allocated. Here it is. Likewise others. And this 5,500 that have been satisfied, we have removed it from it. So we only have PQ. We only have warehouse P and Q because the demand of the warehouse R has been met. And this side also, A, B, C, they are still very much intact. We follow with the same method. We will first look for the difference of the first two, the two lowest cost units, initial cost, and we allocate to the one that have the highest difference. We allocate to the one that have the highest difference. Now, let's go again at it. Before we move to look for the difference, remember that we have allocated to R, and we need this to calculate our total cost. So it is much more advisable for us to bring it out. To bring it out here. So let's come here and allocate and this 5,500 total cost. Total cost, we have 5,500 times the cost unit times 2. That's 11,000. As as soon as we allocate others, we bring them here before we add them together. So let's look for a difference here. Now we only have two initial cost units here, which are 6 and 4. So 6 minus 4 equals 2. 9 minus 5. 9 minus 5 equals 4. We have 6 and 5. That will be 6 minus 5 equals 1. Then we will move to the rows and look at the difference also. We have 4 and 5, 4, 5 and 5. The two lowest is 4 and 5. So it will be 5 minus 4 equals 1. Take note, please. Equals 1. So we have 6, 9, and 6. The two lowest cost units is 6 and 6. 6 minus 6 equals 0. So with that now, based on the principle on the method says we choose the row or column that has the highest difference, and based on this, I believe we have 2 here, we have 4 here, we have 1, we have 0, we have 1, we have 1 there. Which one is the highest? Is 4. Now we have picked this as where to allocate this row, this column rather is where we want to allocate. Now we must allocate to the lowest cost unit. To the what? Lowest cost unit. Now we have 5 here, we have 9. So based on the principle, we must allocate to this lowest cost unit. What is the supply? We have supply of 5,000 available in the factory, and we have demand of 1,500 left. So what are we going to do? We have supply 1,500 that is needed. 1,500. We write the 1,500 here. Then we subtract it 1,500 also here from here, remaining 3,500. From here, we move to the next table. We cancel this row as the what? As been satisfied. So we cancel it. We cancel it. Remember, 1,500. We need it for our total cost. So we go back to our total cost and include it. 1,500 units will be transported at 5 naira per unit. So it will be cost times the unit. Cost per unit times the unit. That's the reason why we are multiplying 5 times 1,500. Can come here. 1,500 times 5. We have 0, 0. 5 times 5 is 25. Put our 5 here. Remaining 2. 5 times 1. 5 plus that 2. Make it 7. That's 7,500. We will move to the next table. So the next table. Because of this limited space, so we have to rub this up. Just take note of this, and then we open another table entirely. Take note this table 1 and this table 2. Now we are moving to table 3. We have another table entirely. Like I mentioned the other time that we can draw as many tables until we finally allocate all units. Like I mean, every supply every demand must be satisfied. Now we have another table we have cancelled A already. We have cancelled A, sorry, we have cancelled B already because it has been satisfied. Now, what we have left, we will repeat the same method. Remember, we look for the difference between the two lowest initial cost units or initial cost. And after we look for the difference, I mean, we subtract the two lowest from one another, and after we subtract it, then we pick the highest difference, the row or column with the highest difference. After we pick that, then we will allocate to the lowest cost unit with the cell. I mean the cell with the lowest cost unit or initial with the cell with the lowest initial cost. Now let's go again. 6 and 4, we have 6 and 4 here. So 6 minus 4 equals 2. Here we have 6 and 5, 6 minus 5. 6 minus 5 equals 1. Here we have 4 and 5. 5 minus 4 equals 1. And we have 6 and 6. 6 minus 6 equals 0. Now we have our differences gotten already. We have to pick the highest, the row with the highest difference. Now we have 2, we have 1, we have 1, we have 0. Now 2 is the highest here. We will pick this one to this column to allocate to. The lowest cost, the cell, what I mean by cell, this four corner, the cell with the lowest initial cost will be allocated to, which is 4. We have 4 here, so we allocate. What's the supply? We have 3,500 as supply. Then we have the demand of 6,000. This we have 3,000, so we have to just supply what is available here. What is available then? The 3,500, we put it here. We allocate it here. 3,500. This is satisfied. This remains 2,500. In this case, assuming we have many other places, we have just 2 rows, 2 columns. If we cancel this, we only have 1 row available. So it's not, we can finish it all here. We just finish everything and allocate it properly. Then we have the 2,500 here. We have 6 and 6. Let's go. We have these 2. We still have the highest here. We allocate to the next one. We have 6, 2,500. We have 7, 5. We just bring this 1,500 there. 2,500. This one is satisfied. For this 7, 5, we have 5,000 left. For what you have left, this is the only column that's empty. This place has already been satisfied. This place has been satisfied. Then it remains this. You just have to set it up against one another. Just balance it here. 5,000, 0, 5,000, 0. So we are to calculate our total cost. Take 2,500 and 4 naira per unit. So we multiply 3,500 times 4. This 14,000. What next? We have write this out. Then the next one is 2,005 times 6. Times 6. We have to 12 times 6. So we have then this one I'm written out. We have 5,000 left. 5,000 times 6. Times 6. 30,000. Remember, we are not just multiplying. This 2,500 represent the units to be transported, and this 6 represent the cost of transporting 1 unit. It represents what? The cost of transporting 1 unit. So take note of that. Then we add it up. We add it up 500. This same question is what we solve for the least cost method and the northwest corner method. If you observe, the Vogel approximation method is the lowest, is the one that have the lowest total cost. Now this the initial feasible solution. This the initial feasible solution. Then from here, we move on to we have solved it already. Now do well to like and subscribe and drop comments in the comment box, and we would like to know your suggestions, whatever improvement you want us to improve on, and whatever question you like us to solve. Thank you so much.